y'all? It's your boy Johnny Alves back at it again with another reaction review for another video. Hey, it's been a long time. You know, we had to do some renovation, you know what I'm saying? So lots been going on for the past couple months. You know, of course, finishing up the studio. So here we are now, we're done. You see this background behind me? Little backdrop, you know what I'm saying? Little backdrop. But yeah, so yeah, today we're gonna do a reaction to J. Cole's new album. Just came out Thursday night. Everybody's been talking about it, and I've been trying my hardest to not even listen to it because I've been wanting to do this reaction. Okay, there's no way in hell I'm gonna do this reaction without reacting to J. Cole. J. Cole has been one of my idols since he came out. Like when I was in high school, man, I'm telling you, man, like I started listening to this man on the come up, the warm up, Friday Night Lights. You know what I'm saying? His debut album, The Sideline Story, all the way up until now. And since then, I've been a fan. For those of you that know, back in 2010, 2011, you know what I'm saying, we used to make up our middle names on Facebook because, you know, we used to be allowed to do that. Or maybe we still are, but no one else is doing that anymore. But I used to put Johnathan Cold World Alves. Because, you know, my first name starts with a J, so, you know, I put a little Cold World, you know, start with a C, middle name. It's, hey, whatever, man. That was back in 2011, I think. I think I was like maybe 18, 19. You know what I'm saying? I'm 29 now, man. I'm way past that. But anyways, yes. So I am so excited for this album. I cannot wait. It's been a long time waiting for J. Cole's other project. He still plans to, you know what I'm saying, I guess this is like pretty much a series where he's beginning to start, I guess, the fall off series. So, and this is the beginning. This is the off season. I think it's mixtape, right? I'm gonna have to double check that. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, this is off season. So, yeah, man, I'm excited, man. And from what I've been hearing, people been telling me it's hella good. It's just great. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I ain't gonna do too much talking. By the way, my co-host is absent today. You know what I'm saying? She's playing the mommy role right now. She's taking care of, you know, our son. So it's just me for today. So yeah, hope I keep you guys company. Anyways, let's get right to it, man. I'm ready to get to this. I'm ready. I am so ready. But first, we're gonna check out this documentary real quick. It's a little clip. It's 12 minutes. I guess it's just an introduction to, you know, what he has in store for us, you know, based on this project. And yeah, yeah, man, can't wait to listen to it, man. Anyways, got this YouTube in the background, so you already know we're gonna watch this together. So, anyways, Johnny Alves, J. Cole. Well, first, Applying Pressure, the off-season documentary, then the off-season album or mixtape. Yeah, still gonna check on that later on. All right, let's get to it.
At that time, I was trying to get a deal. I felt like I was this close to getting a deal with somebody.
Yeah, 21 is like good, vaping.
I had like
man.
a little bit of connection to the industry, but I had a realization. One time, nigga, I'm in a party. I'm drunk and I'm high, so I had to leave the party and go to the backyard. So I'm back there, to an intervention. These niggas was like, hey, bro, what you doing? You say you want to do this music shit, but like all you doing is really just like hanging out, partying and shit. Like I put myself through drills. I really try to work on my craft to like just reach new heights and push myself. So that's why I called it off season. I know that was a long answer, but shit, nigga.
Yeah.
I'll play you the.
I'm gonna stop this right there. Yo, J. Cole, man, spitting some goddamn facts. Yo, he's spitting some facts, man. Let me just say this. I relate to this man so much because back in like, okay, so I graduated high school at 2010, right? I was going to college that same year as I graduated, because I graduated in June. So I went to college in that same year. I wasn't working at any job, and let me mind you, I actually moved away from Virginia Beach to Woodbridge. You know what I'm saying? It was like I was moving in pretty much to a different city. So I was staying in the same state, but I moved into an entire different city from, pretty much more up north, like close to DC area. But let me tell you, man, that was a transition. You know what I'm saying? That was one hell of a transition. But the thing is, though, is that like I saw a lot of my friends, not all of them, but like a lot of them. But some of them, of course, they do the same thing as I was doing. But like a bunch of my other ones that I knew from high school, they were already going to universities. They were joining military. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. And I'm over here stuck. You know what I'm saying? Just still deciding what I want to do for myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm still thinking. I'm like, should I join military? Should I go to college? Should I do something, or should I be serious about my music shit? Because I was actually really doing music, heavily back in the day before I took off in the military, which was like a couple years later. But yeah, I was heavy on the music shit. But it's just like, I saw a bunch of my other friends around that time, like around 2012, 2013-ish. I saw a bunch of my friends already graduating. They got the bachelors. They got the, they're on their way to get the masters. There's people in military, that I know that are like sergeants, E5 and above right now. The same people that I went in with, like they're still in, and they're like, bro, they like E6 right now. Like, and I got out as an E4. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of going in for the experience, and then just getting the benefits out of it, just to get through college, and then just to like kind of like, I guess, just be, just experience the military world pretty much. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I just didn't feel like, it was really me. I mean, right now I'm working, I'm making good money, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I'm trying to do this again on the side right now. I'm trying to get back into music right now, actually. But yeah, back then when I was making music heavy, I was like, I was actually feeling proud of what I was doing. And I was really trying to go forth for what I was doing, but money kept holding me back. Artist, as a producer, musician, whatever, in order to succeed in music or make a career based off your passion in music, you gotta invest money in it, bruh. You gotta invest money in it, and then you gotta put the work in. I was putting the work in, but I was hardly investing anything in it because I didn't really have much money to begin with. So I had to, take a step back and realize, like, hey, man, you're only working in restaurants. You ain't doing too much in college. Motherfucker, just join military, man. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the experience and then maybe get out. You know what I'm saying? Or just start a career somewhere. You know what I'm saying? And, that's what I did. I mean, later on, of course, I got my, degrees and got my certifications and whatnot. I still got some credits left in college and whatnot. But anyways, the point is, it's that pressure. You know what I'm saying? You realizing that you ain't doing shit, but you want to do shit. You want to do something for your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I felt back then. I felt like I wasn't doing shit for my life. So it's just that, it's that constant judgment, that constant feeling of being judged, like, because you're not doing anything for yourself, but you're very passionate about music. It's just like, should I keep going with music, or should I just say fuck it, enjoy military, and let me do something, you know what I'm saying, for myself. Feel like I'm doing something, and, to everybody's eyes, hey, I am doing something, other than, music. But yeah, man, I relate to J. Cole so much. That's why I'm telling you, man, like, for the past several years that I've been listening to J. Cole, man, it's just like hearing his stories, how he came up. It's the same, it feels like the same way. I just needed to get that across because I'm going through the same thing, or I've been going through the same thing. But yeah, let's go ahead and keep playing this this documentary, man. This is very interesting. J. Cole is definitely spitting facts, man, for real. Like I can't not deny. Like I haven't even heard the album yet, and this shit right here is like already impressing me. Like when J. Cole speaks, it's like I feel impressed already. Like it's just his mindset is just crazy, man. But yeah, let's just go ahead and keep it going.
Third joint.
Comfort is the enemy. Yo. Comfort is the enemy, yo. He just said it right there on the title.
5 years has been a fight
You
against
even gotta explain it.
comfort. I was chilling.
Father time.
When Melissa told me she was pregnant, it was like almost like a clock went off. Like before life completely changed, I was like, damn, I need to refocus, wake back up and lock back in and begin the process of like the fall off, which is reaching its highest height before I feel like I can like.
This relates to me so much.
Just relax right in my atmosphere.
Oh, nah, you can look, bro. It's a whirlwind in that bitch. That shit like Mount Everest, nigga.
2016.
Scared the shit out of me. I remember Pharrell, one of the first times I had worked with him, he was like telling me how he had his life on a schedule. He came to the studio for certain hours. He was like, I only come to the studio from this time to this time, and I don't take shit home with me. I was probably 24, 25 when he said that, and I remember feeling like, damn, that's weird, because I be in the studio all fucking day. Like, if I stayed in the studio anything less than 12 hours before I had kids, it was a failure of a day. About 2 years into being a father, I remember like, oh, you need a schedule where your family knows that this is your time in the studio and this is the time when I'm at home on family mode. It's something that I needed to do because I'm not gonna shortcut on the family side. So I put the studio in the house for that reason. It's like, I love being able to work knowing my family is right upstairs.
Yep, I remember when that song came out.
Instead of just being like, yo, it's a first line. Write the shit down and trust that it'll lead you to the second line and to the third, you know what I mean? So like, I had to just start showing up.
This man is inspiring me right now. Oh my God. Bro. Applying pressure.
It's almost like you treated those features as an album, as like a project.
Facts, yeah.
Is that how you thought of it?
Yeah, because it was a mind state. When you
I'm gonna pause right here. I have a good feeling that 21 Savage is probably gonna be a lyrical rapper one of these days. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's gonna be like, just by him being in the studio with J. Cole or just hanging out with him, like, think about it. What if J. Cole is the mentor of 21 Savage, right? I mean, think about it. When he came out with the first Savage Mode mixtape, right? You know what I'm saying? Just like any other mumble rapper or trap rapper, it was just, it is what it was. Like, back in them times when trap was booming. I mean, it's still booming now, but like when mumble rap was really like jumping off, like, you know, of course, when 21, he released that tape, you know, everybody was like, okay, well, we're just not going to take this dude seriously, but, you know, we're just going to grab a couple tracks that we like, and, hey, you know, we like that Savage Mode, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the first Savage Mode was trash to me anyways, but I like a couple of tracks there. A couple of tracks were hard. Then he came out with it's an album. Like, bruh. But I actually like that album much more than the Savage Mode tape. But yeah, you know, he sounded the same. You know, just kind of a little updated, I guess. And then when he put out I Am Greater Than I Was, now that one right there As soon as I heard about him rapping with J. Cole, I already knew. I'm like, okay, you know what? Let me listen to 21. Let me listen to his whole album. You know what I'm saying? Let me just dive in. Let me see what he got for me. Come on now, bro. Like with that title and with some tracks that you made with Childish Gambino, J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't be a mumble rapper. You gotta prove to me wrong that I'm thinking of that of you. And he did. He did with that album. Like pretty much the entire album that I fuck with. And then when it came out with Savage Mode 2, oh my god, that was fire. That was fire, bro. But now I'm seeing him. He look different right now. He look focused. He looks serious about his shit. I feel like with him and J. Cole, I think he's getting the right direction. He's leaning towards the right direction of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, you know, gotta rep your city, Atlanta. But hip hop is bigger than Atlanta. People don't realize. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop started in New York and it spread across the nation. And then eventually spread across the globe. Like, hip hop is everywhere right now. But we gotta keep it, you know, hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta keep it, you know, going. Like, we gotta keep it existing. Now that it's blown up now, it's like, you know, mainstream. We gotta keep it not only mainstream, but we gotta keep it the way it already was before it hit mainstream. You know what I'm saying? Keep that genre, you know, separate from any other genre. You know what I'm saying? Like separate from rock, separate from, you know what I'm saying, country, separate from techno, separate from Spanish music or Chinese music or whatever. Is, you know what I'm saying? Keep hip hop its own genre. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if 21 Savage comes out with something that is indeed what I'm talking about right now, bro, he can easily be one of my favorite rappers today. Like literally, like maybe like top 10, depending on how he does it. Hey, still has that trap vibe, but he's actually spitting bars. You know what I'm saying? Like Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? At first, everybody that looked at Lil Baby, they thought he was gonna be another mumble rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because he comes from Atlanta. He comes from, you know what I'm saying, the same hood that, you know, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug be coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if he comes from the same hood. I just know he comes from the same city. So, yeah. Don't at me, though.
they still coming out with that same type of music. But Lil Baby proved all of us wrong that he can be lyrical. You know what I'm saying? Like, after I heard, you know, the My Turn album that he put out last year, he actually did quite impress me. I do think he can do a little better than My Turn, but you know, as of right now, as of late, he is growing as an artist. He is growing as an artist, and you know, he is getting more respect. But yeah, man, I just hope 21, man, bro, I have faith in 21, man. I fuck with 21 heavy right now. Like, I just hope he don't fall back. I hope he grows into a better rapper, legend, and an MC. We'll see. Anyways, let's keep this going. There's only like 2 minutes left.
You put yourself in uncomfortable moments, you find out a lot about yourself. I still got more work to do, especially on the Fallout specifically. I got a few more songs I need to write. I got more tinkering I need to do. But the vision, I finally got this shit sculpted and I can see this shit. Like, for a long time, I just knew what I wanted to do, but I just couldn't see it. It was just like, this is the most ambitious shit I've ever done. It's a patience and a trust. It's a tightrope to walk, but I'm walking that shit.
That was nice, man. That was hot. J. Cole just inspired me fully right now, man. Like, you have no fucking idea, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, he follows my life, bro. And it's just like, it seems like this whole time, J. Cole seemed like he's already made it. You know what I mean? Like he's already reached, you know, his summit. But now after watching this, it seems like he still hasn't yet. So that means he still has more. He's still hungry for more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and think about it. This dude been in the game like over a decade. Like, we're talking like late 2000s. You know what I'm saying? When he was on the Come Up mixtape, only, you know, a few people heard of him, and then Warm Up, people started hearing him more. And then Friday Night Lights, like everybody's just started listening to him. And then once Sideline Story came out, you know, he got a lot of presence, you know. And then he kept coming out with different albums after that, and then like he just kept getting better and better. But you know, it's just like, damn, like I didn't know he was still trying to make it. Like I thought he already made it, but he built his whole entire empire. He built his crew. And now looking at this kind of remind me a little bit of Nipsey Hussle. You know what I'm saying? He was building his own empire, his own music independently. Like he was making, like he was just off the chain, but like, you know what I'm saying, he wouldn't get the same recognition as if he were to be Lil Wayne or Drake or, you know, any of, you know, the pop star, you know, rappers right now, like the ones that are really superstars right now. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not in the same league. But Nipsey has been a legend since like over a decade. People have been listening to him. So really, if you really think about it, J. Cole, Nipsey Hussle, they haven't been mainstream. Even though they have been on the mainstream. But they really haven't. You can kind of look at them as underground rap because they were still trying to make it. Hell, J. Cole looked like he was still living in the freaking townhouse. He was making his next album. And he still lives that way. I guess he's comfortable. He doesn't, and you know what? And that's why I respect him so much, because J. Cole, he's so humble. He doesn't give a fuck about money. He doesn't give a fuck about fame. He just cares about his damn passion. And he wants to touch people, man. He wants to touch people's lives. And that's what I love about him. You know what I'm saying? Like he's just, man, he's a superhero. He ain't no superstar, but he's definitely a superhero. In the rap game, he's a hero, man. Cause like, he just showed us that anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? Like if you put your mind to it. It kind of reminded me of, you know, it kind of just reminded me to not give up on my passion. You know what I'm saying? Like I still want to make it out someday, you know, as an artist. I still want to make it out someday, you know, as a producer. And, you know, hopefully maybe I'll make it out, you know, doing this. You know what I'm saying? Because why? Because this is what I love doing. You know, I used to do web shows back in the day. I used to do, you know, music back in, like a lot of music. I still do, like, intermittently, but it wasn't like back then. You know what I'm saying? When I was like hungry for it, when I had nothing else going on. I had no job. I barely had class. I wasn't even dating nobody at that time, bro. Like I was single as Pringle. I had so much time on my hands, like I didn't have a lot to do for myself. So really, all my life was depending on was music. You know what I'm saying? I go to work for a couple hours, I get off, you know, I make some money, and then I come home and I'm back to music again. You know what I'm saying? Like that was me. That was my way of being productive. You know what I'm saying? Staying productive, staying committed, staying dedicated, you know, to anything. Because I was really mostly relying on music in that time. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I felt proud that I was working, and I was, you know, I was finally working, you know, a couple jobs here and there, and then, you know, I was still going to college. But really though, what I really looked forward to at the end of the day was doing this, was doing music, doing videos. You know what I'm saying? Like I made videos back then of, you know, of different rappers. I was doing that shit for free too. I wasn't charging nobody. I was doing that shit because it was what I loved to do. So even if I make it out, I can give a fuck less about the money. I can give a fuck less about the fame. As long as I'm doing something beneficial, you know, for myself and from, you know, my family and for, you know, for everybody, That's all I really care about at the end of the day. That's all I really care about. So, yeah, man, praise J. Cole, man. This is wow. Like, I haven't even heard the album yet, and this is already stunning, man. Like, oh my God. I cannot believe. Like, I simply cannot believe, like, he relates to me so much, man. It's so fucking crazy, man. Like, bro. Now I'm starting to think he relates to me more than Drake. Anyways, continue watching, y'all. We're done with the documentary. That was pretty much 10 out of 10 for me. So, yeah, we're going to do part 2 thing. So, part 2 will be the album review and reaction. And, yeah, man, get ready. All right, let's do it.